your real life, is already something complete and perfect. Yet the people say, but we don't have proof. We don't really experience it. I say, you experience it, but you're not aware you experience it. And you listen only mostly to the mind. We listen so much to our mind. We've been educated and conditioned to listen to mind. And also to believe we are this, which is fine. We need this. We need this because this gives us the chance to experience. And life is experience. But why only experience? Cannot just be just to experience. Must be something more than just experience, because experience come and go. Come and go. Come and go. Experience. Huh? So is it just to taste, come and go. Come and go. No, it must be something more. Because when you are experiencing what comes and goes, come and go, over, come and go, at some point, it's just, okay, we understand it come and go. Something more beautiful come, it also go. You think, oh, if I could only get this thing, if I could only get this, I'll be so happy. And then it come. And then you're very, very happy for a little time. And then not so happy. Actually, I want that one. So we see everything's coming and going. And coming and going can also be beautiful. It's okay. Coming and going is beautiful. It's natural. For what we perceive through the senses and what you think, it's natural that they come and go. Nothing. Supposing you couldn't grow, supposing you couldn't change, it would be horrible. So something that belongs to change, it should change. But somehow you must discover something which does not change. And the mind doesn't know it. Because anything the mind sees that doesn't change, he says it must be dead, it must be flat, it must be boring, not important. That's how the mind sees what doesn't change. But what I'm speaking about is very different from that. It's you. Your inner self. And where is this inner self? It's nowhere anywhere you can look in the world, anywhere you can go, anywhere, up or down, in, out, up in the sky, in the ocean, on the earth, you will not find your inner self. You have to find it where you are then. No? Then what is this inner self? Is it different from the self that you know? Because if I ask you, tell me something about yourself, you may say, I was born in Romania, I am, 32 years old, I studied in this place, this is my family, this is my past, this will be my future, this you talk. All things which are also coming and going. You see? So, is everything that we see and are, is that always coming and going? You have to find something which is not coming and going, which observes coming and going, but it is not that involved in coming and going. Somehow it enjoys, but it is not attached to it. This is satsang, is what is going to introduce you to this beautiful discovery. And I'm here only, my life is only like this. No. My life used to be about many other things. And still, some of them I still do. I worked for a long time as an artist, painting and creating things. But many things that I did in my life, I saw I was always searching for something, like some kind of perfect thing. I was searching. And I couldn't find it. I was a bit frustrated. No? I made many beautiful things, like many people. But that thing, I couldn't do it. Then when I discovered it, then all the desire for the other things, it became more, it stopped. But I can still do them. I can still paint. I can still do all these things. But it's not so important. This is the most... I cannot say even this is important. I can only say this is what I am. I can't say it is important even. It is just what I... You see? And when a human being discover who they really are, then a lot of fears and worry and trouble and all these go away. It is possible to be happy always. Also, even with some trouble, with trouble, okay. Still, happiness does not go away. A peace inside. The peace doesn't go away because some trouble comes. No, the peace is still here. Little trouble comes, if we get that, it's okay, no problem. Because you realize there cannot be a problem for this. You just know it. And the problem generally has a kind of personal feeling about it. So, my joy is always to be in the company of the beings who have a little taste for this. They want this. That I've tasted it, I feel it, and I want to be complete in this. Then I feel this is a real meeting. Real good time to be in the company of beings who are appreciating or loving or wanting to be this. Because everything else we have tasted, no? With this tongue, many things you taste. With these eyes, there's many things you have seen. With this body, many things you have touched. Something inside cannot be touched actually. It is so beautiful. Something inside is here, you know. I cannot even say that it is here. I cannot. It feels naturally when you have a body to say it's here, but it's not really just here. It is the way that we experience and say, it's here. But it's not only here; it's everywhere. Inside must come the desire to discover it. Otherwise, we continue enjoying, living as we do. It's okay also. No problem. If you never realize the self, it's no problem. There's no problem for existence. If you realize the self, I don't even know if I can say existence is happy. Because it's so natural thing. But one human being who realizes self is bringing a lot of positive energy, joy, wisdom to many beings without even trying. You're like a light in a dark space. Your presence, even if you don't try to do anything, your presence is giving light to many things, many people. You want to say something?
I'd like to get rid of the thinker of thoughts.
You would like to get rid of the
Thinker of thoughts.
the thoughts which are interrupting? What did you say?
The one who's thinking.
Or the seeker of thought? The thinker of thought.
Can I force it?
Huh?
Can I force it?
So you hear what she said? She said, I would like to get rid of the thinker of thoughts. She didn't say, I want to get rid of thoughts. I want to get rid of the thinker of thought. Understand? You understand this question or not? I don't just want to get rid of the thoughts, because the thoughts by themselves is not a problem. Thought by itself is not a problem. It's only when you believe in the thought or you identify, then the thought gets activated and becomes thinking. Who is doing this thing? So, if we are sitting here and somebody's reading a few words, maybe the same words we both of us hear, But one of us, one person is very strongly affected by what they hear, and the other one no. So, two people are sitting on the chair. Thank you. Somebody is reading one poetry. Somebody's reading a few words of poetry. And this one sitting here is, oh, please stop, oh. No? The other one, nothing. One is very affected by the words, the other one, nothing. So you see that there's no power in the words. Because if there was power in the words, both people would be affected by the same thing. You see? So the power is in the mind. The person is saying, like, oh, this is so strong, it's too strong. The other one, what is strong? Nothing is strong. Same words. Two people. One is feeling, no, please stop. It's too intense. It's too intense for me. The other one, hey, what's the problem? No problem. And everything in the world of thinking is like that. No thought has power by itself. The power is in the mind of the thinker of it. And who is this thinker? Who is the thinker of the thought? Can it be caught? Naturally you say, well, it's me. I am troubled by the thought. Here we say, it's not enough. You must identify exactly when you say I am so disturbed by this thought. Okay? Then you realize that this I which is disturbed by the thought can also change. The I also can be, after we talk a little bit, the same I is saying, no, I'm not disturbed anymore by this thought. So both the thought has no power in it, and the one who is disturbed by the thought is not true. He can change also. You follow what I'm speaking or not? But if you get it, then a lot of things disappear for you. A lot of trouble gone. Because we are thinking that thoughts have power. You see? And also, many thoughts that come from your family tradition like this, you give power because you grew up with it. So you don't question it, and so you accept this is true. So this thought colors your consciousness, and because you think this is what I am. And then you can live all of your life believing this is who I am, and it is okay. It produces a certain kind of life. It's okay. But in the life, there are some beings who we say they are awakened, they are liberated, they are self-realized, they are Buddhas or something like that. Okay? They are not different from you. What is so different about them? They realize who they truly are. And when they realize who they truly are, not just mentally, not intellectually, but completely. When they realize who they are who they are. And other beings who have a love for what is true are attracted to them. Not because they read in the newspaper, oh, this one is attractive. No. Maybe you are just doing your shopping and you meet someone and you feel something. Say, oh my God, why I feel this way with this? I don't know this. Who is this person? You're going to ask, who is this man? Who is it? Who is this woman? Who is this woman? They say, this woman, she's a awake being. So that's why something happened. So it's not propaganda. It's something in you is responding to some power inside this being. So this is the power of an awakened being. Just their awareness is touching something inside you, and whoa. Huh? Then, as soon as this happened, you realize something that maybe you're reading books for 20 years. But this is more powerful than 100 books. Because it is inside. Whoa. Inside, what is this? What is this? Maybe you feel, oh my God, my God, my God, my God. Like, the life is so big. The life is so big. But not just the life is so big. Your being is so big. That is the power of one who is more awake. Is that you are touched and they inspire your being to open up its wings inside you, you know? Not to live like this, but something, whoa. So you experience, you don't just believe, you actually experience. And that is called awakening to presence. I call like that. Meaning that you have always been presence. But now you experience it consciously. And you feel that there is somehow, it's like your life has just been turned on and turned up. And you feel alive in such a way. Not only, it's not just a feeling also. Not just feeling. Your mind doesn't feel confused anymore. Okay, sometimes some thoughts come and a little bit, whoa, but quickly you're able to, no. Just don't bother with that. Before, you'll be spending a lot of time with the thoughts, but now something knows, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, leave it. And your mind stays clear, like space. Also, you're not thinking your life. Oh, what I want to do in the next 1 month, in the next week. No, something just knows, no, I don't have to think my life. I am life. A river does not know how to flow. It just flows. A cloud does not know how to float. It just floats by. A flower doesn't know it is beautiful. It doesn't know, I smell like lavender. It doesn't know anything. Something in you is all of this and more than this. All of this and more than this also. I want to tell you a story before I go. Huh? Put some sugar, honey. Yeah, there was one story I'm remembering now. It was two men who were very close. They were very close friends. From they were a teenager, they are close. They used to meet and talk about many things. They loved each other very much. One of them was married. Now he's a big man. He's married, and they have a son. And but still, he continues to meet his friend. They used to go and sit under the tree, you know, and they would talk and just enjoy. He enjoyed the company of his friend more than his wife. He goes, they always sit together, they talk, and they have very good time. No? Anyway, let's call one Mr. A and one Mr. B, okay? To keep it simple, because the names are not so important. So, Mr. B is married, Mr. A is single, but they still meet and they talk, you know, like this. So, Mr. B, who is married, he said to his friend, you know, my family left me a lot of money. But my wife is very greedy. And if I make her aware of this money, she's going to waste it. She's going to buy jewelry and she's going to want to walk and do all these things. And I don't want her to spoil my son. So we just continue like normal people. We have like everybody we eat. But I'm putting this money under the house. You see? I dig a hole, I put the money in a box. And I'm telling you, you're my closest friend and I trust you. The money is under the house. Exactly, I show you, okay? If anything ever happens, then I leave it with you, with your judgment, okay? He says, okay, thank you, that's good. So they continue to meet and they talk and they laugh and they cry together and all of this. But then life took Mr. A away and he had to travel. You see, traveling for 3 years abroad. And he traveled. At first they were writing to each other. The two friends were writing to each other. But after a while, life, like this, they stopped writing. After 6 months, no writing. They continue living, But 2 years later, Mr. B passed away. He died. His friend doesn't know. So now it's time for the friend. His contract is finished and everything. He's coming home now. He's looking forward to see his friend. I miss my friend A, B. I miss my friend B. So he comes home and he gets off at the bus in the center of his town, and he's walking with his bags and he sees the wife of his friend on the street begging. Arms, please help me, some food. And the son also is there. Help me like this. Oh my God, So he goes to her and he says, hello, Amma. She says, Amma, you remember me? She said, yes. You're a good friend of my husband. He said, Amma, what are you doing here? What are you doing? She says, why? What happened? Why you ask me? She said, no, what are you doing here? Why are you begging on the street? She says, oh, don't you know? My husband died 1 year ago now. We have no money, we have nothing, we have to beg on the street. He says, oh, Amma, I have good news for you. I have good news for you. She says, what news? What news? He said, I have good news for you. Suddenly she started to feel better, yes, your husband, my best friend, he told me he has money, but he didn't want to spoil you because he said you're greedy. Okay? But he put this money in a certain place. And he told me where it is. You see? Please, come with me now. Come with me now. So immediately on hearing even the news, she brightened up and she said, because he's a trusted friend. She knows I can trust you. And they went together holding hands. Come, quick, no time to waste. They went to the house. She says, come, take me to the shed. They find one tool. They start to take up the board of the house, of the floor like this. Open. And then when they take it up, he starts to dig. She says, you sure everything? So, chick. Down. And suddenly, doom. Start to dig. And there's a box there. And he takes the box out. And because even he never saw the box. He opened the box and it is full of gold. Full of gold. He said, look, Amma, you never have to work again. You never have to beg again. You see, you never. She's so happy, she's singing. Oh, thank you. No? Now, the point of the story, this money was always under the house. No? But was she rich? This money belonged to her and now to her son also. It was there. But was she rich? No. This is what it means. This treasure is in everybody. But if you don't know about it, if you've not discovered it, you are not awake. This beautiful light and life is in you. But if you don't know about it, then you could be just an ignorant person. Same way. This is what the masters share with everyone. Because they realize it. They didn't just hear about it. They went and dig. They find it. And they say, wait, this treasure is in everybody. The same thing they're telling. But some people, they tell, listen, this treasure is in you. They go away. You don't know what you're talking about. What treasure, So then you don't discover. This is satsang. Satsang is not telling you about it. You know, when he told her, first he told her, Amma, why are you begging? I've got good news for you. From he said even, I've got good news for you, she became upright. Why? Because she trusted him. First she trusted him. Because she knows this is a good friend. He's a friend of my husband. He's not a joker. He's not a prank. And so she trusted him. Next, he didn't say, go and dig it. He says, come with me. Come with me together. So he didn't send her to go and do it. He says, no, come with me. A true one will tell you, look with me now. Not go home and do all this thing. No, do it now. Do it. You see? And then when they do, then he finds, this thing, look, it's here, like I told you. And then what happened? Thank you. Because by herself, she would never find it. By herself, she would never find it. It takes someone who knows already, who has discovered, to then point to you, this treasure you have also. You're living like you're a poor person, but this wealth is in you, and you are begging. Your father is the king of this kingdom, and you are begging because you don't know who you are. This is the core message of satsang. I have no joy to tell you, in another 2 years, if you practice, you will get to the next level. No, I said, what level? I don't know. Suppose someone told you, listen, your great uncle died and left you 5 million euro, and you're broke, you have no money. You say, oh, really? You say, yes, but one trouble, you can't have it for another 5 years. It's a horrible thing. What is a horrible thing? So if you are told you have this richness, you have to find it today, no? You're not going to say, listen, okay, I'm going to chai shop today and, meet me on Wednesday. No, you want to go today. You want to find it. It's the same way like this. And this is what makes the satsang totally alive. Because it is not a promise. It is a pointing. And it's only for those whose minds are open to that. Because I am not going to show you me. I am going to show, first you see me, and I'm going to help you to show you. Yeah?
I'm happy to see me.
Yes. Who we have been brought up to believe we are is not complete. It is only the description of an aspect of our expression. You see? Who we have been educated and conditioned to believe we are is not the full picture. Everything we have been told about ourselves belongs to time. So one day in time it will be gone. And this is why a human being inside is a bit traumatized. What is traumatized? What it means? It means that you can enjoy everything, but one day it's all gone, including you. Pum, finito. Thank you. And so in one day it's all gone. Like everything is gone. Why? Because everything you see, it's like time says, all that you see, all that you know belongs to me. The time is like that. All that you experience, all you imagine, all that you see, all that you taste, all that you know, including yourself, belong to me. And one day it will be gone. The time is saying that. So if the human being doesn't know more than time, then he is already afraid. Because he feels one day I'll be gone. So I'll do everything I can to get everything now, because after it's finished, end of story. But the one who is awake tells you, that is only the top of the iceberg, okay? That is only, it is true, the body belongs to time somehow. It's a time body. It has a beginning, it will also have an end. Your mentality and your personality also is changing, coming and going. Okay? But that which is aware of the change and is not identified with the change, that one, find out this one. The body is changing and will go one day. Because it came, it will go. The mind, your thinking, even as you're alive, you see, your thinking is changing. How you believe and who you believe you are is always changing. And sometimes you're happy that it's changing. So that cannot be the ultimate state, because it's always changing. Whatever is aware of the body's change and the mind's change, but it itself is not identified or attached to those changes, this one is free. I told you the example of these two birds in the tree. You see, I tell it over again because it's a good example. One bird is in the tree making things, making a nest, making a life. The other bird is above. The other bird, thank you. The other bird is on another branch just above. And this bird is only looking. This bird is only looking. He's not making any nest. He's just looking. And I say, these two birds represent aspects within ourselves. There's an aspect of ourselves that seems to be making a life and doing things, having a job, sending your emails, having Facebook, loving your family, taking care of your children, very active. And there's another position, which is the second bird, which just knows these things, it's aware of the activities, but it's not directly doing any activity. You must come to know this second bird. Most people only know and identify with the first bird. Their whole life is only making and doing. Okay? And it's always changing. So spirituality means to discover the position of the second bird in yourself, which is the place where you are merely observing all of this, but not passionately. Just you see, but it's just come and go. Just like one day come and it goes. And one day come and it's a beautiful day. Everything's so beautiful, but it also go. Every day come. Suppose you're having a beautiful Sunday. Can you keep it for a bit longer, more than 24 hours? No, it will also go because Monday come or whatever. Everything is coming and going. And we know this thing. Is there anything that is not coming and going? You have to find this out. That which is aware of the comings and goings, but itself is not attached to them. It's not identified with them. Can you be aware of this? If you're aware of this, keep being aware of it. Keep looking at it. Keep looking from this place, which looks at the activity of your life, but itself is not doing anything. Keep looking and looking and looking, and what's going to happen? You start to fall in love with that place, because it becomes so happy. You feel so happy, so alive. Some wisdom is coming. Joy is coming. Peace is coming. Space is coming. Attachments are going. Depression is going. Worry is going. Fear is going. But you are not going. You just start to discover this. This is the beginning of real self-discovery. Just you begin to observe. Just keep observe, but don't identify. You find out, but wait a minute, I don't have to identify. I can look without identifying. I am drinking this coffee. I can enjoy the coffee. I don't have to identify as a coffee drinker. Just drinking coffee. If you ask me, who are you? I don't say I'm a coffee drinker. No, I just drink coffee. Not a coffee drinker. You see? So without identity, all your functions can continue to happen. You don't have to identify. And when you don't identify, you naturally begin to experience a spaciousness inside yourself. And gradually, this power stays. Because normally when you identify, this power goes out through your identity. When you identify with something, you give power to it. You give power to this. You give power to that. You give power to this. Somebody come, hello, you give power to that. Somebody goes, yeah, no, you give power to this. And then you're drained. And when you're drained, you have to sleep more. Because experiencing uses energy. And when you are experiencing personally, you use a lot of energy. Because it takes a lot of energy to be a person. It takes no energy to be your true self. If you are experiencing personally your life, then you're always tired. You're always tired. You're not married. You don't have anything happening, but you're always tired. You don't have anything to look after. You don't even have to look after a goldfish, but you're always tired. It's tired. Why? Because you use your mind too much, always thinking, what I want to do. And then you sleep 14, 15 hours a day. Because your body needs that time to recover from too much imagination, too much thinking. The one who is not thinking like this, who doesn't develop identity, does not need so much sleep. When they wake up, ping, they're up. Not trouble, not tired. So all these things I'm telling you is already what is happening in your life in the true way, but still we're not aware of it. You see? So when I speak with you like this, I speak almost like there's a seed that is put in your heart. And this seed will open and will begin to grow something. More understanding. If you take care of this seed, meaning that you welcome it. You say, yes, yes. I want to have a life which is just natural life. I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful. I want to know the truth of who or what I am. Then this seed is happy with you. This is a happy place for this seed to open. But if you say, no, I don't like this, I don't agree, I don't, then you suffocate the energy of this seed in you. It's a very simple thing. Very simple thing. And you know what is also beautiful about this? Is that this is not just for your mind. I'm not speaking to your mind. I'm speaking in your heart. No? Your heart knows my word. Your mind will argue, well, I don't agree. What about this? What about that? You see? So if you give it to your mind will go, yeah, well, it's nice, but, yeah, I don't know. It's like this. But if you just allow it to be heard, just allow the space for it. Nothing more. Just allow. Yeah. Now you see as you go out and you move, some light feeling is there. I feel light. I feel very light. Yeah? And the people speak with you, still feel light. Yeah? You lose your phone. Still feel light. Yeah? But still you take care. Yes. I keep this wish. I keep this wish. I surrender this wish to the universe, to God, to the self. This is the life I choose with my heart. Please help me. Please help me to live as I truly am and not as I've been conditioned to believe I am. And grace will come and make her home with you. You see? Because no one's life is an accident. No life here is an accident. You are here by the will of the Supreme. Why? Because it enjoys to be you. He enjoys to be you, to experience in this body, and experience uniquely in this body. And say, yes, I like to experience in this body. Huh? You see? Then sometimes I want to be confused in this body for a while. Yeah? Then nothing's working. Oh. And then one day to be unconfused. Whew. This feels really good. One day, one moment, either this moment, another year, another life, maybe, I don't know. This seed must flower. Yes. But yet I don't tell you wait. Wait for the seed to flower. Because this seed is the seed of beingness, the seed of wisdom. And also, when this seed flower, something is already here to watch it flower. Something is already here to say, it's coming. This one who is already here, this one is timeless. The one who is already here to watch this seed open its leaf and its flower to the sun. This one who witnessed this one is timeless. This one is eternal. This one is the Supreme. And you find this one inside your heart. Don't feel that the voice calls somebody else. I've come for you. Oh, sorry, you. No, you. It speaks to you. It doesn't say, I prefer you, I don't like you. No, it says you. Whoever hears my voice, it says, and welcomes this voice in the heart, in this heart I will come and live, it says. Where is it coming from? From inside, no? So before I go, let's just sit for a second and just don't think about anything. Just be here. Don't even think about what I said. Don't think about it. Just be here, and just feel your being. Don't think about it. Don't plan anything. Just be empty and. Don't imagine or think that you should be thinking some thoughts or you should be having certain kind of feelings. Be completely free, empty of any intention. When you have no intention, there's no tension. Everything is just as it is. No pictures, no words, just you. No imagination, not needed, not imagined. You are perfect as you are. You don't need imagination now. And also, you're not waiting for anything. Don't wait. Don't wait for anything. Because waiting creates expectation. Nothing to expect. Just sit in your being. Nothing is waiting for you. So there's nowhere you need to be except right where you are. This is it. Nothing is more important than who you are right now. There's nothing you have to create, nothing you need to imagine. It's not required of you. But if imagination happens, it's okay. But you don't have to identify with anything at all. Now feel how beautiful and light your being is. This is your natural state. This is your natural state. And now, if something should happen, you're speaking with someone and there's a bit of argument, don't fight with that. It's okay. An argument can happen. It does not remove your natural state. It just happens in your natural state. Don't believe any thought that says, oh, now you've lost yourself. That's just a thought. So don't believe, just be. Now, I would like to have your attention just for a moment now. This simple state of being, which you have not done anything at all You've not done any special breathing. You have not tried to suppress your senses. You have not done anything strange. Just you're here. And you are again sitting inside your own heart. Simple as this. And still, the mind is going to come. And it's going to try and confuse you and to sabotage this opportunity for self-discovery. You see? But it has already happened. You have already experienced yourself. You're already in the experience of yourself. But almost always, some mind force will come and go, yeah, but you know, you got to live, and how are you going to live, and how are you going to do this, and I can't afford to be like this all the time, and so on. And this is where a lot of people started to fall down. They start to believe the mind. Yes, yes. Why? Because you've always believed your mind. She's going to say, yeah, I mean, it's okay, it's nice as a little exercise, but it's not reality. What happens when you go back to reality? And I says, what reality you're talking about? You mean you go back to unreality? Not reality. So, one thing that creates and gives and really distracts you from yourself is keeping believing how your mind works. Habit, just habit, and the reflex to keep going back to how you were thinking before. And to doubt, because many times in life you're not aware of it, but you're doubting a lot of things. You're doubting yourself. You're not opening up to life. Always suspicious, with doubting, always thinking too much, imagining, projecting. So that is the habit. And this habit suffocates your spontaneity. As you remember, recognize, observe, and experience your existence again, all these things go away again. And this is what seems to take time, because for a while you feel beautifully empty and so perfectly right in your life. And then the mind comes in with all of these, but how are you going to find a job, and how are you going to pay your bills, and what's going to happen if your boyfriend leaves you, and who's going to like you like this, and and then you start and then you go again with the mind, and again you're back into this mind state, and something is helping you. Grace is always with you, but sometimes you don't allow to trust in the grace. Because your life should have some trust. You should have some faith, some trust. To say, but wait a minute, why to be so suspicious about the life? The trees are growing. Are they suspicious about the weather? The river is flowing. Is it suspicious about the rocks? They just flow. Why so suspicious? And so you start to use your mind, and then again you start to get tight. And I see you on the street, and then you don't want to look at me. And I say, hey, why you? It's okay, Mooji. Why you didn't come to satsang? Well, I just been a bit busy. I said, but why are you looking like this, like some mad person? And then you might catch yourself. Actually, what was that? Sorry, come out of it. Only this thing. To recognize and experience your true nature is not difficult. Where difficulty is experienced is somehow to be willing to open up or to let go of your attachments and your fear. Because the mind comes with fear, and then you start to believe and think, oh no, maybe it's not time to let go. And but as soon as grace kisses your heart, you begin to detox. It's like you're detoxing psychically, psychologically, emotionally, all stuff that has been trapped inside from young. It starts to come up, and you start to feel sick and tired, and your mind says, you see what happened now? Look what satsang is doing to you. I feel so sick. I said, instead of feeling, I'm detoxing, it's really good, for the first time, I'm getting rid of all this rubbish. Then the mind goes, you're going to look like this for the rest of your life. And you look in the mirror, oh no, no, I don't want to look like this. You believe you're mine. So it's good I tell you these things, because so many people, they have been somehow misunderstanding and reacting to the mind. And the mind, then, when you want to be free, your mind, you start to see that your mind is not kind. Your mind is not kind. Your mind is going to, the old habits are going to try, and they seem like they're trying to stop you. It's not your friend now. But he was never your friend. But now you begin to be a bit suspicious of him, then all the bad things are coming. But only for a while. Only for a while. If inside your heart you continue to choose what is true, and to trust and to say, yes, yes, but I trust what Mooji say. I feel it, and I've experienced already. I'm not going to just give in to my mind. And he goes, he gone. And he will try and catch you when you're a bit weak. Come again. And you start to look like, then, you catch it, and you'll grow out of this. You grow out of it, see? It is possible. You are here to win yourself back. Is that you're winning yourself back. What? From a lot of conditioning, a lot of delusion. No? And although you might be enjoying your life to some extent, your life is a lot more beautiful than your present enjoyment. It's much more rich, much more complete. You see? Don't let the mind give you a little bit now and again. He has you on rations. You take a little bit now. Thank you. No, your life is greater than your mind. Because you can be without your mind, but your mind cannot be without you. And you have to learn the difference. We are too confused. You are living like you are your mind. You are not your mind. You see? So I'm going to go now. But I just want to put my full heart, my full blessing to you, to say whatever it is, if your life, if you begin to recognize that you have a greater life than your mind is presenting to you, that there is a completeness inside you, but it has to be discovered. And that I turn my full face to you, my full blessing for you. That if you wish in your heart for freedom, that you come quickly to realize, to recognize to the fullness your true nature and be happy. And that your light also help to bring others to that light, even if you don't intend to do it. But just by you being who you are, people's lives will be enriched by your presence, You see? Because light is not selfish. It shines on everything. You see? But so just that you continue more speedily now to give big boost to your inner being. And that this thing which makes you keep doubting yourself and holding on to negative affirmations, that this becomes weak, and to give you some space to grow strong in the spirit, strong in the truth, full power, full peace, full life. You see, like that. So be it, huh?
Falling in love with your own self. This is true devotion. This is love. God. This when this life